Hello, welcome back to my channel, YouTube. So we're about to do a review on a short film. It's just a little TED Talks documentary. It's only 15 minutes. It's called Everything We Think We Know About Addiction Is Wrong. I apologize that I'm going to be bouncing it off of my TV because I do not yet know how to combine screens into my computer. I'm working on that, and I started to initially not even post a video until I know how to do all that stuff. But I said, it's better to just get going and start pushing these videos out with the topics and ideas that I want. So for now, this will work for us. So let's jump into the video. We'll do it like a commentary. I'm gonna do it in like 3 parts because I want each video to only be about 10 minutes long. So it'll be 1 to 3 parts. Okay, so let's get it started here. And again, it's called Everything We Think We Know About Addiction Is Wrong. So, ooh, is that how bad it's
One
supposed
of my
to look?
earliest
Okay,
memories
there we go.
is of trying to wake up one of my relatives and not being able to. And I was just a little kid, so I didn't really understand why. But as I got older, I realized we had drug addiction in my family, including later cocaine addiction. I've been thinking about it a lot lately, partly because it's now exactly 100 years since drugs were first banned in the United States and Britain, and we then imposed that on the rest of the world. It's a century since we made this really fateful decision to take addicts and punish them and make them suffer because we believe that would deter them, that would give them an incentive to stop. And a few years ago, I was looking at some of the addicts in my life who I love and trying to figure out if there was some way to help them. And I realized there were loads of incredibly basic questions I just didn't know the answer to. Like, what really causes addiction? Why do we carry on with this approach that doesn't seem to be working? And is there a better way out there that we could try instead? So I read loads of stuff about it, and I couldn't really find the answers I was looking for. So I thought, okay, I'll go and sit with different people around the world who lived this and studied this and talk to them and see.
So I just want to say, so thus far, we understand it's the name of the video is called Everything We Think We Know About Addiction Is Wrong. So the guy who's telling this story, Johann Hari, he's saying that he was dealing with some addicts in his life, and he just started kind of researching, like, how do I deal with these people? Like, what do I do? So he began research and began to research on effective methods of treating and dealing with addicts. So traditionally, we kind of know that what we believe is that, this kind of punishing way to deal with addicts, if you will. But let's continue to hear his.
If I could learn from them. And I didn't realize I would end up going over 30,000 miles at the start, but I ended up going and meeting loads of different people, from a transgender crack dealer in Brownsville, Brooklyn, to a scientist who spends a lot of time feeding hallucinogens to mongooses to see if they like them. It turns out they do, but only in very specific circumstances. To the only country that's ever decriminalized all drugs, from cannabis to crack, Portugal. And the thing I realized that really blew my mind is almost everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. And if we start to absorb the new...
So just in there, we found that he found out in his research that one country, Portugal, was the only country, or one of the initial countries, who started decriminalizing all drugs. So that's the first part.
Evidence about addiction, I think we're going to have to change a lot more than our drug policies. But let's start with what we think we know, what I thought I know, right?
So we're going to stop it here. We're 4 minutes in. I want to break these video down. I apologize for doing that, but I want them to upload faster. So thus far, we understood that he experienced addicts in his life. He began to do some research on how to most effectively deal with them, and he stumbles upon Portugal, who decriminalized all drug activity and drug things. So coming back on part 2 of this, we're going to look into more in depth of that. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I just want to get a shout out to Successful Lady Live, who has been very inspiring to me and has promoted me, took the time to even promote me on her platform. So go check her out. She's a regular YouTuber that I watch, and she mentioned that she liked my material and that she promoted me. So thank you kindly for that. So if some of you folks are coming over from there, hey, and welcome, and I hope you stick around. Okay, so let's roll into part 2 of that, like I mentioned. Okay, see you in a minute.